This is the What's Next podcast, Houston's #1 platform where I invite creatives to share their journeys and give us a depiction of their visions. Most importantly, the last question I'll ask is, what's next?
Yo, it feel like 95, Sachi on my body.
Yeah.
Biggie, jiggle, puffy, all that ballin' is a hobby. And I'm wildin' in my wallies, and them valleys, no Pilates.
Yeah.
More way, get you more way. Nah, that's these Spumante. My crystal ball, I see crystal. Like
Crystal, y'all like that?
I saw the sign like Ace of Spades. That Ace of Spades get cracked me like cheers to the money guy.
Houston, Texas. Houston, Texas. Houston, Texas. Welcome. This is what it sound like. This is what it look like when you living in your purpose, when you're having fun doing what you're doing, when people rock with you and respect what you're doing. Yeah. This is what it look like. This is what it look like right here. We're going to get on with the show in a second. But I just had to put this out there. Shout out to my man, Trey Rogers. Let's go. Houston, I got new toys. And I'm ready to run.
Dreaming about that S550, shifting swiftly. Screaming, fuck 12, come get me. Dash 160, dreams on epiphany while my passenger dipped in Dior and Tiffany's. Ghetto soliloquies, brought life to new energies. Baddies would be like, nigga, please. Now they be like, yes, indeed. Pennies drop at varying speeds. Then I hit the streets and search for the keys.
Yeah.
Slaving, trying to set my niggas free.
Yeah.
Call that more than the price I paid with my life. Overtime and long nights, racing more than life. A lot of wrong turns trying to get us right. Mama said, Pop would be proud. Imagine the sight.
Yeah. Imagine the sight. New 11s to my son to get his jumper right. I like that. Rest in peace to my son, Baby. Rest in peace to you, Houston, Texas, welcome back to episode number 57 of the What's Next podcast, a production of Still Visionary Inc. Before we get started with the episode, Jordan, let's introduce our social media handles so we don't disrupt the flow of the conversation when we get to that point.
All right.
Go ahead.
Que lo que mi gente, it's your boy Jordan. You can find me at JRyan on Instagram. That's JRYAAN. And same thing on Twitter, just add an S to the end of it. And then you can find me on YouTube at Jordan Sennett. So that's JORDAN, Sennett, SENNETT.
Okay, you said, hold on right quick. You said, and listen, Houston, Texas, that que lo que is, Dominican people say that for like, what's up, how you, what's going on, stuff like that.
Yeah, so, I'm not Dominican. I just speak a little Spanish.
You said, it said J. Ryan?
Yeah, J. Ryan, JRY.
Okay, I'm already following you. Yeah. That's a bet. All right, I already got you. And Houston, Texas, my name is John Ross Dike I. And you can follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at John Ross Dike and still _visionary, if you would. Connect with me on LinkedIn, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my fan page on Facebook. And visit my website at stillvisionary.com for everybody streaming through the audio version, SoundCloud, Spotify, and Apple Music, this podcast. That is JOHNROSSDIKE, still _visionary, STILL_VISIONARY, and the website is still STILLVISIONARY.com. Directly in front of you, I have all of my paraphernalia. You can shop stillvisionary.com/apparel. How you doing?
I'm good.
Good. It's good to have you.
Trying to survive this virus.
No doubt. Houston, Texas, we won't let COVID-19 stop the movement. We will not let COVID-19 stop the movement. I'd like to also say the podcast theme song is The Nice Guys Over Toast, and I just had to come in playing my man's song. When your man let you use his product and he say, go ahead, man, you got my blessings, I just wanted to go ahead and put out my man Trey Rogers. His album, Vaulted Ceilings, is out right now, so go ahead and cop that rather. And the name of that song is Diamond Chandeliers. which was my song, What Songs on My Mind, episode number 39, I believe. So how you doing, man?
Yeah, like I said, I'm good. Busy, busy but good. It's a good busy.
Okay, no doubt. I listen, man. I needed to have you on this podcast, man. I'm watching your movement, and I'm proud of your movement, and I'm proud of your channel. And there were certain elements of your not podcast, but of your channel that I wish that when I had started my first YouTube channel that I had incorporated. So I want to get all into that today, and I want to just learn something from you, because I believe that I can learn something from everybody that comes on the podcast. So I want to learn something from you today. All right. No doubt. People's attention span is short.
Very.
Okay. And I don't know how long we'll go on the podcast today, but if people don't make it to the end of the podcast, what should people take from your journey into becoming a creative and you starting a new YouTube channel and everything?
I think the one thing they can take, or maybe a couple of things actually, is it's not all about you.
Okay.
I think people try to chase a platform. They try to chase clout in a sense. If you make it all about you, then you're not allowing anybody else to come in to the table and be with you and enjoy your journey with you. Because I have a group of friends that we probably talk about later, but we're all creatives, and so they've all been instrumental in that whole process. Also for me, being a Christian, like I said, not that it's not only about you, but it's about who do you serve? Who are you at the end of the day saying I'm doing this for you? I do this for Jesus. I'm not doing this for anybody else. It's yes, this is fun for me, but ultimately he gets the glory through in whatever I do, whether it me talking about my hair, whether it me talking about him on my channel, or doing something fun on my channel. He still gets the glory from that, because that all comes from him. So okay, that's what I would say.
No doubt. So you graduated from Waltrip in 2018. 17.
Yes.
Okay, 17.
2017.
So 2017. And initially you were going to OU.
Yes.
How was that experience? Because the reason why I bring that up is because when I found out that you weren't going to OU anymore, I was like, okay, now I can really get him on the podcast, because I didn't know how I was going to be able to get you on the podcast if you were in Norman, Oklahoma now. But my wife also is a graduate of OU.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
you told me that.
So I was wondering how that experience was for you, because when I was coming out of high school, OU heavily recruited Booker T. Washington engineering program. Yeah, we had a lot of kids go to OU from BT Dub. So how was that experience for you?
I guess it was like any other freshman college experience. The parties, the wilding out, all of that. It was a bunch of all of that. But there was a lot of things. First of all, I didn't even want to go to OU. That was a school that my brother, who was recruited out of Booker T in engineering programs to go to, so that was perfect for him. And so I, on the other hand, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. And I just kind of picked environmental engineering as a major going there. And so my dad was like, "Oh, you can go to OU too. It's we can get you scholarships. We can do all this other stuff." And so I was like, I don't know if I want to go there though. And so long story short, I ended up going there. And a lot of stuff happened that 1 year. I did things I never thought I would ever do. I got really sick the first semester. That put me behind a lot. That first semester, like I said, I was drinking a lot. I was smoking a lot. Almost every weekend. I looked for the weekend to be a escape, because I was going through a lot of depression too my first year of college, because I was like, what is this whole life thing? I was like, what is going on? Because I was unsure about a lot of stuff at that moment. And so being there was a huge learning moment. Now that I look back at it, at the moment I was like, dang, this shit just sucks. But coming from that season in my life, I was like, dang, I learned so much in that 1 year, from August 2017 to May 2018. Not even in a whole year, just a few months. I learned so much in that one period of time. And so, then I found myself back in Houston, and I guess that can kind of bleed into another topic of just me going from like a dark place at OU to where I am now, you know. So
So you made that you left OU because of why? Why'd you leave OU?
I left OU because one, I never wanted to go there in the first place.
Yeah.
Two, I couldn't see myself doing what I really wanted to do there. And so because at the time I still kind of was tossing like back and forth with this idea of like, do I stay to continue doing my, like, because I ended up changing my major at OU, and so I was kind of doing what I wanted to do, but in that space and in that sphere, I was like, I don't know if I can do it here. And so I kind of told myself, I was like, you need to decide. And so I was like, I can't go back to OU. I was like, I can't allow myself to be in that mindset and be in that space where I felt uncomfortable, because I was uncomfortable. Like I had a lot of great friends. Like, don't get me wrong, I had a lot of great friends, but at the end of the day, I was like, this isn't me. So that's kind of why I left.
Okay. Well, I mean, you left OU and you went to the greatest university in the world. That is, if you're at U of H main campus. I'm
there? Actually at Lone Star, but I'm going to UH.
Okay. Well, I am speaking it into fruition.
Yeah.
So, creativity comes from experiences. Okay. I remember. See, and the reason why I say that is because I believe that there are things that we go through in life that push us to create, right? And I really do not like defining a word with the word in the definition, but that's the best way that I can explain creativity comes from experiences. And I remember when I first started a YouTube channel, I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what kind of a platform it could be. And I was a little older in life. I come out of, well, YouTube really wasn't around when I was in high school. So it was really a college thing for me. But here you are, a graduate of Waltrip in 2017. I see you start a YouTube channel, and I'm thinking to myself, what a perfect time to do that as a teenager. Because if you strike it while the iron is hot, the growth that you can have is immense, right? So creativity comes from experiences. Take us through the thought process of starting a YouTube channel, and what was the initial intent for?
So for me, videography as a whole had always been something I liked since, I would say, sophomore year of high school. I started doing like different projects and stuff for like English class and math class and stuff like that. And I really, really enjoyed editing videos. Like I had fun doing it. And so the idea of starting a YouTube channel was in the back of my mind, because I was like, why not? Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but I was like, why not? And so going to OU, I still had that in the back of my mind. This is when I actually got my camera. I got a Canon T6i, and I was like, oh, bet I can do it now.
That's a good beginner camera.
Yeah, I was like, I can just do it now. I can just, go ahead. But I had nothing. All I had was a camera. I didn't have any branding. I didn't have any professional pictures. I didn't have anything. And I know you don't like necessarily need that for YouTube, but like in today's age, if you want to grow in the way that you want to grow, like at an exponential rate, even if it's not exponential, you still want to grow, you're going to have something that kind of like hold yourself up, And so coming back from OU, I still wanted to do a YouTube channel. My original plans for my YouTube channel, I didn't really have like set plans. I think I was going to try to like follow that wave that like all the other young YouTubers were doing, like doing like reaction videos and like, kind of honestly being a little narcissistic in some ways.
Okay.
But one thing that I mentioned on my channel was like my transformation story of, when I fully found Christ and what he actually meant to me. And that has and is shaping my life still to this day, to where that is my focus. And so when it comes to my YouTube channel, after all that happened, I was like, okay, I can start my channel now, but I still didn't know what I wanted to do. And so my good friend Josh, like he actually helped me kind of brainstorm on what to do. And so I figured out, I was like, I want to do Jesus, Dreads, and Creativity, because at that point in time, I was tired of my hair, because I wasn't tired of it, but I was tired of the styles I was getting, because I was just getting braids all the time because I had really long hair. And so I was like, I don't want to cut my hair, because I was like, I like the length, but I was like, I don't want any braids anymore. But I told myself before I cut my hair, I would get locks. And so I decided to get locks the end of July. And literally all my YouTube planning, like it like fell into place. Like my branding, my, you know, my channel, my pictures, all of that fell into place. And so me getting my hair at the same time, I was like, this is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like this is perfect. And so, like I said, I had people around me that were like, you need this, you need this, you need this. And not like demanding it, but saying like, this would really help you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so I think one key thing to tell people about creativity is that like, you need other minds besides your own. It's so important to not be like the only person that is bought into your vision. Don't get me wrong. Don't have too many people bought into your vision, because that can be where people kind of like alter your mind about things. Because like for example, I had a girl at OU. She told me, she was like, I don't think you would look good with dreads. She was like, I don't think you should get them. And like that kind of was like, man, maybe I shouldn't get them. But I was worried about what she thought rather than what I wanted to get. And so like, just imagine if I never like let that go, like I probably might not have gotten locks and might not have like had a YouTube channel where I shared locks on my channel. And those are some of my most like popular videos, like thousands and thousands of views. Like I get on those like all the time.
For sure. I mean, I was watching it. I really like the intro to your I really like the intro to your YouTube channel. I like you had one 22-minute video on there. I like that one too. I watched that one in entirety. And I like the recent one I just saw was the one that you did about the COVID-19.
Yeah.
So what you just said about creativity, you need more minds when you're being creative. It actually reminds me of my homegirl and my homeboy who are doing this they're doing their podcast. It's called The Birth and Truth. And they had a segment on the episode that I featured on called Optimism, where they asked if having a team was beneficial in terms of branding and coming up with ideas to be able to put your idea out if a team was important. And I said, absolutely. So to hear you say that really echoes my sentiment when they asked me that question. Okay. So your editing process, where did you learn how to edit at Waltrip, or did you learn how to edit on the fly?
I was self-taught.
Okay.
Every program I've used, I've been self-taught in YouTube. Because I started off with iMovie on like Apple.
So did I.
And then 2018 is when I got I didn't even get an Adobe subscription yet. They had it at OU for us to use. And so once I opened it up, I was like, what the heck is this? Like it was so confusing. But then I just like, it was like, let me calm down. Let me just go step by step. And so I went on different YouTube videos to learn different editing techniques and just basically how to use a editing software like at all. And so once I learned, I just kind of kept growing and growing and growing. And I'm still growing today because there's so much more to learn. And so, yeah, it's been a process, but it's worth it. It takes a lot of patience.
Okay. So
much patience, because you'll literally be in the process of like editing like a 10-minute video. This doesn't happen as often now because I've grown from that. But like in the beginning, like I'll be like editing a video, and then like the whole thing will crash and it'll just like close down, and I didn't save it, and so like I have to like
start all over
again. Like those would be the most annoying times, man. The most annoying times. But like I said, it's a learning experience.
Yeah. That's one thing I wanted to say. I think your editing really, it's very captivating. How you do the jump cuts and everything like that.
Yeah.
I really like the aspect of your editing. I thought that when I was watching your COVID-19 video last night, I said, okay, the editing is really key. Because mine, I really don't have many jump cuts. I have a camera set up, and so it shoots straight on. I think that it's more enticing. It is more enticing when you have that boom, 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 so you can keep people's attention, because people could kind of get tired of looking at you from one angle the entire time. I really thought that was something that I wanted to tell you, that your editing is very key. It's nice.
Thank you. Yeah, and it also, when it comes to YouTube editing, like there's different types, because like I can have a video that's like really long and like not too many jump cuts, but like that's why, because it's supposed to be like that, you know. Like I did like the Sunday service video I did. It's a very long video, but the way that I made it was meant to like keep people's attention, because I would go back back and forth from like the vlog style of it and then like the actual Sunday service. People are like, oh, this is kind of somebody told me that it kind of looks like a album video, like an album concert tour, and I was like, oh, bet, because like I mean I kind of got it from that style, but like I was like, this is what I want people to see, and so and then there's also like YouTube where you can lose people's attention spans real quickly, so you have to make sure like your content is like right after one another. Like you can't just have like too many blank periods where you're just like not doing anything, or the content isn't as good. Like there's been many times where like I'll finish a video and then scrap like a whole bunch of clips because I'm just like, people aren't gonna watch this. Yeah. And I'm still learning today. Like there's still videos where I think like I could have like did something better with that one. But then like I think with YouTube you can see the person who you're subscribed to as they grow. Like that's all I want people to see my channel. I want people to see like, oh, he started here and he's not stopping in his growth journey. So yeah.
Okay. So you being a guest on the podcast today, I want to give you an opportunity. Do you want to showcase something on the What's Next podcast that we can just add in later, or do you want to just you didn't give us your YouTube channel thing, did you?
Yeah.
You did?
Jordan Sennett.
Okay. I'm gonna put that in the episode slides and everything. So do you want to show something, or do you want to just want to direct all traffic to your channel?
I could show something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Houston, Texas. We'll get right into it. This is episode number 57 of the What's Next podcast, a production of Still Visionary Inc. And we're going to look at Jordan's channel right quick. We'll be right back. Peace and blessings.
So the virus is everywhere now. The NBA is postponed. Soul Session is postponed. The rodeo is canceled. And schools are closing. What in the world is going on? ¿Qué lo que mi gente? Tu chico Jordan y le tengo aquí otro video. So I haven't talked about it much on this channel yet, but one of my favorite books in the Bible topics is the book of Revelation and the end times. And considering that the coronavirus is such a huge deal right now, even though it's not the most deadliest thing in the world. But anyways, a lot of people are comparing this to something that could be related to the end times.
Houston, Texas. Round of applause for Jordan Sennett, a graduate of Waltrip High School. So man, I had so many ideas for this episode, right? And I wanted to make sure that with these ideas, I didn't take away from highlighting who you are as a creative, right? But I want this platform to be a refuge, like I said in episode 56, which is now playing on my YouTube channel and on my website, stillvisionary.com. But I want this platform to be a refuge so artists can feel like, hey, if I have something, John Ross will play it for me, right? So I was on Instagram the other day, and I hollered at my man who recently moved out to LA. His name is Echo Remix. He's a good friend of mine. You don't know, maybe you were there. You remember Coach Babin, Kendall Babin?
Babin.
Yeah, he subbed when you were there.
Was he a football coach?
No, he was subbing at the time. Now he coaches basketball at Waltrip. You might not remember him.
If I see him, I probably would, but no, I don't remember him.
Okay, his line brother from Arkansas Pine Bluff is a singer. He moved out to Atlanta, and he has a new record called You that he's debuting on the 20th of March. And he gave me the blessings to play it here, so I want to play it right now.
All right.
You ready to listen to it?
Yeah.
This new section of the podcast, this new, what I want to call it, this new segment of the podcast is called Is It a Vibe? Houston, Texas. This is the exclusive record from Echo Remix called You. Echo Remix, what up, baby? What up, man? Appreciate the love.
Forever is what I'm asking for. Oh, eternity is what I want from you.
When you get a new toy, man. When you get a new toy, you can't help but play with it.
My love will always be here forever and ever. My heart will always be with you forever and ever. I just want you. You're the only one. I just want you. You're the only one. You're the
I'm gonna let the hook go, man.
All belongs to you. My love will always be here
Forever.
and ever. My heart will always be with you forever and ever. I just only one. You're the only one.
Yeah, man. So, for me, man, I just love the journey that people take on to become creative. Mm-hmm. I love it, and it's plagued my mind recently as to how do you make it to the next level. I had on episode 56, one of a good friend of mine now. Actually, I learned so much from Waltrip High School. And I came in a couple of years. It was probably after the year you graduated. I came into acquaintance with a young lady named Kennedy, and she swore up and down that she was dealing with two of the next sensations out of Houston, Texas. Mm-hmm. And normally when people talk like that, man, I'm really attentive at how devoted they are in promoting this person, right? Yeah. So I finally get them on the podcast, and after talking to them, Kennedy once, she came on episode 14, then she came on 19, then they just did 56. Mm-hmm. I'm just kind of infatuated at the aspect of how do you get people to help you get to that point, mm-hmm. like, which echoes what you were saying. If you're doing it for you, you want to do it for the people around. It's not only for you. You want to open yourself up for everybody else. And so, with this new toy that I got, I want to make sure that if there's anybody in the city of Houston, Texas that wants their music heard, if it's something that agrees with my brand, I want to be able to just showcase that, man. And so that question has plagued my mind. How do you get to the next level? What does the next level look for you on your I keep saying podcast, but you on your YouTube channel? What does that next level look like?
Consistency and wanting to grow. Actually, patience as well too. Okay. I think a lot of kids, a lot of people my age and then like kids younger than me and stuff. I think a lot of kids are wanting like instant gratification, instant platform, instant. Mm-hmm. I think for people to have the patience to watch something grow, that takes a lot of strength. And so once you have that strength, you can use that to propel you to keep going. For me, my channel is sitting at like 500 and something subs right now. I'm almost at 600, and like for me, like that's amazing. Like, I just started it last August, and so and I expect to be at you have to have expectations for yourself. Like I expect to be at 1,000 subs by my first year, because I wanna produce more. I wanna post more content. I wanna broaden my watchers, like who watches my videos and stuff. And like I said, it's so important to have a team behind you that are willing to not only willing to help you, but you're willing to help them as well. I have a group of friends. We actually call ourselves the Walmart Greeters. Okay. Literally 4 of us have YouTube channels. Okay. 1 of them has a podcast. Okay. And then 2 of them are like just extra creative. One of them does like sound engineering and film photography, and his sister does photography. Great photographer. And then we have another guy, he runs his own company. And so we literally have all tried to be a part of each other's brand, each other's mission, each other's goal. No doubt. And I have to say, like, without them, I couldn't do it by myself. Like literally we couldn't do anything we do without each other, because we all have something to add to one another. I think something that people can be nowadays is really selfish and really narcissistic. Like if you make it all about you, you ain't gonna get nowhere. Yeah. People not gonna stick by your side. They gonna be with you because of what you can do for them, not for you. Like we're a friend group, but we also know how to come together as like a business team. Yeah. Like it's so important to have people riding with you at every level. Yeah. Like at every level. You don't want someone to try to like say like, oh nah, you're not about to be nothing. You're not about to get nowhere. And then once you get up there, it's like, oh,
Yeah,
let me hop on. Let me see what you about. Like,
Yeah.
you need people that are willing to hold you down at your lowest,
Yeah.
because you know they're going to be there for you at your highest. You know?
No doubt.
And so that's what those friends are like for me right now.
No doubt, man. And with that being said, I gotta say shout out to Asia Munns, shout out to Tempest Green, shout out to Takara Taylor, shout out to the love of my life, Kizzy Danae Farmer Dyke. So this is where I'll go with it, man. Give me your favorite video on your channel and the video that you do not like the most.
Ooh, that's a hard one. Let me see. I would say I'm starting with the one I don't like the most. Dang, that's a hard one. Probably one of my first ones.
Okay.
I think my back to school tips, because like I think that's like my second and third video, and I wasn't like super comfortable yet on YouTube. And I was like, I don't know why I was trying to be quiet with it, but like I wasn't like speaking up in the video, and like it wasn't like how I do my videos now. And so that's probably the video I don't like the most, because of just how it was filmed, the setting. I was like, this is not it. Video I like the most. See, that's I would say like a few that I like the most would probably be my Sunday service video was my first video that was like that style, that style of it.
Okay.
I would say also probably my testimony video, where I share part of my testimony that most people didn't even know.
Okay.
And then I think one more will probably be, no, I think that's it. Okay. I can't really think of any other good ones right now, but yeah, those two. And then the worst one would be like I said, the back to school. That one was cringy. Like I'm gonna do a video in the future where I like go back and watch my old videos. Cause those be cringy. Like you go back and watch yourself, you're just like, you gonna watch this?
Okay. So you're getting ready to post a new video on YouTube. Take us through the preparation of it. What does it look like when you prepare for it? And the reason why I'm asking that is because before we got on air, we were talking about how Waltrip is, and I was telling you that sometimes the kids, in my opinion, lack motivation. And so like I was telling, shout out to Andrew Lindsay, the guy who's giving me some beard products that I'm using of his now. My wife loves your stuff, dog. I appreciate you.
I need to start getting out a beard right here.
So shout out to him, man. And so what I was telling him was that I teach from the perspective of somebody who didn't necessarily. So I went to the High School of Engineering Professions at Booker T. Washington. Now I just say I went to Booker T, right?
Yeah.
And, all of that extra stuff. I went to Booker T. Washington, class of 2003. What up, y'all? So when I say that, I went to college, and I'm not necessarily doing what I studied in college. But what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to find my way through it. So I'm motivated every time it comes to setting up and doing a new podcast. I get this energy, right? And so I'm curious to find out, what is the preparation like when you're getting ready to drop a new channel? Because I myself have hit the subscribe button on your channel, and I'm hyped to see what you got coming up next, because your channel, I see it from the standpoint of, man, this is a teenager now, a man who's kind of growing, and it's only going to go up and up and up from here. So what is the preparation like for you to drop a new video on YouTube?
I think one thing that motivates me and to start my preparation would be brainstorming ideas. And I still have ideas that I sat down and brainstormed like months ago that I have to do, but that's because I have so many. And so whatever idea I can take to kind of like saying like, okay, so this is how I'm gonna do it. I kind of like sit down and say, okay, so what do I need for this video? Like, do I need a script for this video? Like, do I need like props, or what do I need for this video to make it how I see it in my head? Because I think to want something but not to do it how you see it in your head, kind of, it doesn't give you that satisfaction of the video. Like I'm not gonna post something that I'm just like, I don't know about this. I'm gonna want to have what I want in the video, what my mind saw, what I saw in my mind. And so I might do a script or something. Some videos it doesn't really take as much. So like vlogs, like I have to know what's going on that day to do a vlog, because I don't just want to vlog like something random, like, you know, like something people won't really want to watch. I'm making sure like I'm either with my friends or doing something fun or doing something intense or crazy, you know, something like that. But really like setting aside time to like plan out my videos, that's the most important part. After that, it just comes down to filming and like actually telling myself, hey, I want to do this. The motivation aspect comes from like I get motivated by knowing that I'll feel fulfilled after I like release what I know I want to release. I guess something I would say to kids that don't feel motivated is like, find your passion about. Find what you're passionate about. You know, I'm passionate about making videos. I love editing videos. Like I love trying new things in my videos. Like I have like a video drop in. I think either at the end of this week. It's just a vlog, but like the way I did it, I added like some cinematic type like clips to it to make it like more interesting to watch. Like my friend, we went to a tattoo shop to get her tattoo fixed up. And I just literally just took clips of the whole process and like made it into like a whole like cinematic like sequence. I put a few like, you know, creative LUTs on there and like some music behind it, and it makes it gives you a different dynamic, makes you feel like you're watching a movie almost, you know? Yeah. And so I want to like, you know, try new things and continue to try new things and, you know, explore different opportunities on my channel. Like it's all about being like open-minded about it, you know? Yeah.
You just gave me an idea of what a video I'm gonna put together tomorrow. Really? And I'm gonna drop. Yeah, you gave me a video that I'm gonna put together tomorrow just to have some fun.
Yeah, do it.
And yeah, I'm gonna put that. I'm not gonna put it on my YouTube channel because I don't have enough to put on there. I got a lot of videos on there, so I want to put this probably directly on Instagram.
Yeah.
What song's on your mind right now?
I would say one song would probably be. There's a song. It's this new song called "Gold" by Joseph Solomon. Okay. And basically in the song, he's talking about how, basically he just went through a year of like a rough time. Like basically he compares like the year to fire, like going through fire, and then he talks about like this year, like how it's like he came out like looking like gold, like how he went through all that to get to where he is now. And so like that's kind of like how I felt last year. Last year wasn't like as rough as like OU or anything, but you know, spiritually, mentally, physically, I was just trying to figure things out more than I had before. And so I think that really propelled me to be where I am today, because I'm still learning today, but I feel like I'm at a spot where it's just like, dang, like that was necessary. Like I had to go through that to learn and to grow and to mature into who I am right now. So
No doubt. I'm gonna go with Jadakiss just dropped a new album, but I'm gonna go with one of his classics. We're gonna make it off of his first LP. We're gonna make it, and you know, because I'm in love with Damaria's music, man. I gotta go with. My mom said to me, I gotta go with "Boss You Up," man. I want her to do well because her EP was just magical. Her EP, Love Overdose, was magical. I loved it. I'm infatuated with it. And so I just want her to do well. So any chance she gives me the blessing to play her music, I'm gonna play her music. And this is the song that's on my mind right now, Boss You Up. Episode 56 was named Boss You Up. Y'all should check that out on my website, stillvisionary.com. I got Jordan Sennett with me. Let's get it. Yeah. This is what this platform is all about. Shout out to the great city of Houston, Texas. Shout out to my wife, my family, Fondren, Southwest. What's good? Damaria, what up? John Monet, what up? I want you to come for money. If you own it, then let me know. If you wanna show, send my fee before. She dropped a new video yesterday. She dropped a new video, y'all. What's going on? On the 17th, let's get it. Top 10, I graduated. Hustle is my profession. Trying to teach you a lesson. Coming classes now in session. You in the right location. Don't need your full attention. Oh man. Shout out to the great city of Houston, Texas. We got a lot of creatives here waiting for their opportunity to blow. We need your backup. We need your support, Houston. With that being said, today is March the 18th, 2020. I want to say shout out to a good friend of mine, a good brother of mine, Jeffrey Boy. Happy birthday. My best man in my wedding, Joshua Ryan Belize, will be turning, I'm not going to put his age out, but they have a birthday on Friday. And my wife is having a birthday on the 23rd of March. So I want to say happy birthday to all three of y'all. I love y'all respectively. Today is March the 18th, 2020, and we have 288 days. Shout out to the city of Houston, Texas. 288 is one of our freeways in the city for everybody watching this episode outside of the city of Houston, Texas. With 288 days left in the year, what do you hope to attain?
Man, I want to see improvement within myself to want to do more.
Okay.
So like for my channel, for instance, I want to be at a point where YouTube, my YouTube channel is a high priority. Not to put it over things, but to say like, hey, like if I'm going to take this serious, I need to put this up like at a level where like I think my job is, you know, like because for YouTube, a lot of YouTubers that is their job, you know. If I want to be at a point where, like I said, I want to reach 1,000 subs by August. I want to reach different people in different spheres of people and have a broad sphere of like viewers watching my channel, regardless what video it is. Like they want to like just see like either what I have to say or what message I have to share. Also just be in this place where me and my friends are all eating too as well, because we all are creatives. Like I said, we all do things. We all have busy lives where we try to be better every day. And so I really want to see my friends in a spot where we all can come together and say, hey, we're doing this. Like there's no slowing down. Like I want to keep this going. Motivating each other, being there for one another, and just having that idea that like we still have more to gain. We still have more that we still have like more race to run, and like, you know, continuing that.
Okay. If, you know, looking back, being however old you are right now, looking back at the generation to come, what bit of advice would you give them to get them ready for life after high school, or get them ready to fully step into their career or what they want to do in life? What bit of advice would you give them?
First, I would say there's more now than there ever was, obviously, because we're in an age where you can do anything off your phone. And so if you can do anything off your phone, just imagine all the other stuff that you can do like not on your phone, you know. You can do a lot. You have to be willing to work hard, because I think it's Generation Z, whatever generation is after me, because I'm actually not even a millennial. I'm a Generation Z person, so
okay,
that's kind of sad, but it's because they don't like working. But no, it's true. Like my generation and below, a lot of us don't like to like work hard, and so I think you kind of have to break that stereotype.
Sorry,
no, you're good. You kind of have to break that stereotype, because it takes hard work. Like I don't just wake up and then record a video and then post it on YouTube. Like it takes like preparation. It takes messing up a whole bunch of times and editing all that out. Like it takes work. So be willing to put in the work for what you want to do. Figure out what you like to do. You don't have to figure out your whole life plan right now. Like figure out what you like to do and build on that. And like share it with your parents, share it with the people around you that can help you make your dream to what you want it to be. Because if you keep it to yourself, you really have no way to be that. Like, yeah, how you gonna do something with your life and no one really knows about it? Like, you don't have to tell everybody your business, but have people that can be there to support you. Because if there's no support, you're just like, I don't know what I'm doing, you know. And it's not all instant. Don't think you're just gonna graduate high school and then make a viral video and you're gonna be famous. Like, like one person maybe have done that you ever have known. Like, it's you know, it's not all about being famous, or it's not all about, you know, having the most followers on TikTok or Instagram. Be willing to put in work for what you want to do.
Okay.
And be willing to be patient for it.
No doubt. No doubt. You know, one thing I haven't asked you is how is the reception of your YouTube channel to people that you went to Waltrip with? How are they receiving it? Are they big supporters of yours, or how do you find that their contribution to your movement has helped you out, if any?
I've had a good amount of people actually hit me up asking me, like, you know, well, first of all, they hit me up saying, like, dang, like, we never thought, but that they're proud that they see me doing this, and like they see how I'm working hard at it. And a lot of people ask me, like, you know, what, like, how'd you do it? Like, you know, like, I see you being so motivated. I want to like do the same thing too. A lot of good feedback. I don't talk to too many people from Waltrip, but those that I still consider good friends, they're good supporters, great supporters. Like one of my friends, Nevaeh, she graduated 2018. She supports my videos all the time. She's always like reposting myself on her story. She's like, go watch them, you know, all that stuff. So yeah,
Nevaeh,
I gotta,
did I see her on? Was she? Describe her.
She was actually in two of my videos.
Yeah, with the glasses.
With the glasses.
Okay.
So yeah,
okay.
she's a huge supporter. Shout out Nay.
Yeah, you need that. You need people that just, and that's how I feel about Trey Rogers, Echo Remix, Damaria. I feel that about their projects. You know, that I want to just be able to help them in any way that I can. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's sharing it on my platform or sharing it on Instagram, because I believe that you need that if you're going to be successful. People that are just rocking with you, and not necessarily with you every day, but just believe in what you do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Trey Rogers, a long time ago, I never knew he started rapping, and I never knew he would get so good so quickly. You know, so I definitely can relate to that. So most importantly, the last question I'll ask is, what's next?
Man, to not be repetitive, like I said, like, you know, really growing my YouTube channel. I want to get monetized this year on YouTube. Yeah, I want to get monetized.
You know how many followers you need to do that? Or subscriptions?
You need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. Okay. So I'm halfway. I'm more than halfway with subscribers, and like I'm like 1/4 of the way with watch hours. Yeah. So I have about 3,000 more to go. But
yeah, I got a long way to go. So so I feel you. Go ahead.
It's a journey. But yeah, I really want to get monetized, and I really want to be able to, like I said, have YouTube and like, because YouTube it has more than just like me on YouTube. It's me talking about my hair. It's me talking about Jesus. It's me talking about like creative stuff. And so each of those three things, I want those three things to grow as well. Like I want my ministry to go. I want to be able to get like maybe like hair deals if that's possible, or get like be featured in like different things, like different fun things on YouTube. And so yeah, I really just want to see growth within myself, and with growth with myself, growth with my YouTube channel, growth with my friends, all of that. Yeah.
I feel like there was a lot that we could have unpacked, but we have more. I have a lot more episodes to get done before I can get to where I want to get goal wise. So I feel like as we grow in our respective creative lanes, you know, we'll have other opportunities coming and really dive in deep into the hair, and to your ministry, and into more of your channel. Yeah. So I got goodies, man. I like to. My wife has always told me that you shouldn't go places without bringing gifts to bestow on the people that are letting you come into their space. So what I started doing last year when I started the podcast is I made this exclusive SVI t-shirt, SVI Still Visionary Inc. black t-shirt. It's an exclusive to the podcast. Everybody that comes on gets one of those shirts, right? Appreciate it, man. And in 2020, I started giving this What's Next podcast t-shirt, right? This black, made it exclusive to the podcast. So only the creatives get this shirt to come onto the podcast.
Thank you so much, man.
So that's just a gift from my company to you, man. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you giving me your journey and giving me something to learn and look forward to.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me on here.
No doubt.
This was real cool.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Houston, Texas, man. The beginning song, the intro song was from the Nice Guys. I played Damaria. She can be found on Damaria, at Damaria Official, Right, this is her song right here, at Damaria Official on Instagram and on Twitter. And I played Echo Remix. He can be found on Instagram at ECHOL Remix. And my name is John Ross Dike I. This is Jordan Sennett right here, Houston, Texas. I do what I do for myself to prove that I could do it for others. Peace and blessings.
Yo, it feel like 95, Sachi on my body, Biggie, Jigga, Puffy, all that ballin' is a hobby, and I'm wildin' in my wallies, and them valleys, no Pilates, more way get you more way, nah that's these Spumante, my crystal ball, I see crystal, I crystal y'all with that, I saw the sign like Ace of Spades, that Ace of Spades get cracked, I'm like, cheers to the money guy, the Willie nigga, who buy them bottles, and then they spill these liquors, yo, salute my dude. I see you, dog. 5 bottles, 1 dick. Why I need 2 bras? I know I'm out of line, but love is shower time. You know it rose rain when your cloud is 9. Get off that high ass hussy. This a private party. Been on my dick too long. Your breath on private party. You gon' be nice and naughty. These walls on priceless Audi. This the upper crust. Fuck is up. Over and done. Overdose. Guess we did it again. Sippin' with no remorse. We gon' do it again, and we gon' do it again.